The story begins in the year 1850 in California, where we are introduced to a stunningly beautiful young woman named Angel. She works in the world of prostitution and lives in a brothel alongside other women who also serve male clients. However, Angel stands out. She is the most desired among them all. Every man dreams of spending a night with her. The madam who runs the establishment has even set up a lottery system to sleep with Angel, and whoever wins feels immensely fortunate. But despite her popularity, Angel finds no joy in this life. She's mistreated by the brothel's bodyguard and lives under constant control with no personal freedom. Angel often finds herself reminiscing about her mother. The narrative then shifts into a flashback from her childhood, revealing that her real name was once Sarah. She used to live with her mother and was overjoyed because her wealthy father was coming to meet her for the first time. But when he arrives, he is cold and distant. He refuses to acknowledge Sarah as his daughter. Sarah's mother had merely been his mistress. In anger, the father declares that he never wanted the child and violently lashes out at the mother before storming out. Sarah is heartbroken, and her mother tries to comfort her, promising to take care of her. After being cut off financially by her father, Sarah's mother is forced to sell her jewelry to make ends meet. She visits a man named Zari to pawn her items. However, Zari tells her the jewelry is fake, but offers her money, a place to stay, and food, if she agrees to work for him. Desperate and left with no options, she agrees for the sake of her daughter. Over time, she is coerced into prostitution. Not long after, she falls ill and passes away, leaving Sarah all alone. Zari then sells her to a cruel man named Duke. Duke has Zari killed by his men and changes Sarah's name to Angel, forcing her into the same trade her mother was trapped in. Years pass, and Angel grows up within this harsh world. One night, a client turns out to be her biological father, though he doesn't recognize her. Angel intentionally sleeps with him as revenge for the way he treated her mother. The next morning, when he discovers the truth, he's overcome with guilt and shame and ends his own life. Though Angel feels a sense of justice, the incident leaves her emotionally shaken. Angel has long dreamt of escaping the brothel, and one day, with the help of a fellow worker, she finally runs away. Unfortunately, her belongings are stolen during her journey. She arrives in California with hopes of starting anew, but finding work proves impossible. Starving and desperate, she's eventually forced to return to prostitution and ends up working under the same madam. The story returns to the present. Angel, scarred by her past, has become numb to emotions. She no longer believes in love or trusts anyone. Though admired for her beauty and constantly surrounded by suitors, inside she is completely broken. Her life is entirely controlled by the brothel owner, and freedom is just a dream. We then meet Michael, a humble farmer who lives alone and tends to his land. He is kind, honest, and deeply faithful to Jesus Christ, praying daily at church. One day at church, Michael prays earnestly for a woman to come into his life, someone he can marry and share happiness with. Later that day, while selling vegetables at the market, he catches sight of Angel, who is being escorted somewhere by a bodyguard. The moment he sees her, he feels something powerful, a divine sign that she is meant to be his wife. His friend informs him that Angel is the most beautiful and expensive woman in town, desired by many. But Michael doesn't care about her past or her profession. He decides to meet her. That night, he pays a hefty amount to spend time with her. When Angel asks how she can please him, Michael gently responds that he isn't there for that. He just wants to talk. He tells her about his life and then expresses a desire to marry her. Angel is stunned. She tells him that many men have made such promises before. Their time is up, and Angel asks him to leave. Michael quietly walks away. Michael leaves. But the next day, he returns to see Angel once again. This time, Angel bluntly tells him not to waste his time or money on her. She says if he truly wants to make use of his money, he might as well sleep with her. But Michael refuses and says that he fell in love with her at first sight and wants her to leave this place and marry him. He admits he's just a farmer, but promises to take care of her forever. Angel, still closed off, tells him she doesn't believe in love. Before the conversation can go further, their time is up and the bodyguard arrives, forcing Michael to leave. Afterward, Angel's fellow worker asks who that handsome man is who keeps visiting her. She jokes that if Angel isn't interested, they'd love a chance with him. Angel responds coldly, telling them to do whatever they want. Meanwhile, Michael refuses to give up and returns once again at night. One of the other girls tries to seduce him, but he declines and walks straight to Angel. He questions why she insists on staying in a place that feels like hell. Angel replies that she's not worthy of him and doesn't feel anything for him, but Michael gently comes close and kisses her. Angel, confused, starts to undress, but he stops her. Then their time is up, and he leaves once more. The next morning, Angel makes a life-changing decision. She no longer wants to live this degrading life. She goes to the madame and demands the money she had given her for safekeeping, declaring her intention to leave. The madame scoffs, questioning where she'll go and insisting that Angel has everything she needs there. But Angel challenges her, saying she exploits the girls for her own comfort. Furious, the madame reminds her of the debt she owes and claims she gave her a place to live and work. Angel remains firm and in a fit of rage throws a teacup to the floor. Infuriated, the madame summons the bodyguard, who brutally beats Angel behind closed doors. The next day, when Michael arrives, he finds Angel battered and barely able to move. Filled with anger, he insists on taking her away, but the madam claims that Angel cannot leave until she repays her debt. Michael, determined, pays a large amount to free her. He then asks her if, even after all this, she still doesn't want to marry him. This time, Angel says yes. Michael slips his late mother's ring onto her finger and takes her home. Angel is still severely injured. She tells Michael that once she recovers, she will repay the money he gave to free her and then leave. She says she will never be someone's slave through marriage. Michael responds gently, saying that marriage isn't slavery. From then on, he starts caring for her with genuine love and treats her like his wife. But Angel, scarred by her past, still sees all men as the same. She fears Michael might betray her too. One night, she offers to sleep with him as a way to repay her debt. But Michael refuses, explaining that he wants her to love him on her own. Only then will he be physically close to her. 3 weeks pass, and Angel's wounds heal. One day, she notices Michael is not home and tries to run away, but Michael spots her and stops her gently. He tells her she's free to go. He won't force her to stay. He says if she wants to return to her old life, she can, but he can offer her something far better. Angel, conflicted, decides to stay, at least until she pays off her debt. Michael then begins teaching her how to live on the farm. He shows her how to raise chickens, catch fish, grow vegetables, and chop wood. Slowly, Angel starts to enjoy this simple life. One day, Michael takes her to a hilltop to watch the sunrise. He pleads, "Just give me one chance. I'll fill your life with happiness." Angel confesses that she doesn't understand what he wants from her or why he keeps his distance. She begins to develop feelings for him. Michael gently replies, "You don't need to understand, just feel." They share a kiss, and for the first time, they make love. The next day, while Michael is working, his brother arrives. Michael introduces Angel as his wife. His brother instantly recognizes her but doesn't say anything. Later, when they are alone, he confronts Angel and says he knows who she is and what she used to do. He tells her that Michael deserves someone better. Angel calmly responds, saying Michael came to her knowing everything and still chose to marry her. The brother then goes to Michael and tells him that Angel isn't a good woman. Michael becomes furious and says he already knew everything and chose to love her anyway. He warns his brother never to speak about her like that again. Moments later, when Michael and Angel are together, he gently tells her that he dreams of having a child with her. This leaves Angel shaken, as she remembers how Duke had once forced her into surgery to ensure she could never become a mother. Angel now knows she can never give Michael that joy, and deep down, she wants him to find happiness with someone who can. The next day, she quietly leaves and heads to the city to collect her money from the madam. But upon arriving, she discovers the brothel had burned down. The bodyguard had set it on fire, forcing the madam to flee for her life, and 2 of the other girls tragically died in the blaze. The news deeply saddens Angel. As she processes everything, the owner of a local bar approaches her and offers work. With no money, no place to stay, and no other option, Angel reluctantly returns to the only job she knows. Meanwhile, Michael comes to the city in search of her. When he finds her, Angel silently agrees to go with him. Overwhelmed with guilt and gratitude, she apologizes, and the two begin living together again. One day, as they travel down the road, they come across a homeless, pregnant woman with children. Her husband is no longer alive, and she has nowhere to go. Michael and Angel bring the family home and take care of them. Michael's brother even builds them a house to help them settle. Soon, the woman gives birth to a baby, filling the household with joy. Angel watches as Michael holds the newborn and sees how happy he looks with the woman and her children. She realizes how much she loves him, but also that she can never give him what he truly deserves. She finally confesses to Michael that she can never become a mother. Though the truth saddens him, Michael reassures her that it doesn't matter. He loves her, not her ability to bear children. But Angel can't shake the feeling that she isn't worthy of his love. The next morning, she leaves quietly, leaving behind a letter asking Michael to move on and start a new life with the other woman. Michael is heartbroken when he finds her letter, but this time he decides to wait, hoping that Angel will return to him out of her own free will. Angel doesn't return to her old life. Instead, she starts working at a cafe and begins to rebuild her life. But one night, a fire breaks out in the hotel where she stays, destroying everything. The next morning, as she clears the charred remains, Duke shows up again, the man who once sold her into misery. He confesses to setting the fire and threatens her, warning that if she disobeys, he'll kill the cafe owner next. With no choice, Angel reluctantly goes with him. Duke takes her to a hidden location where she discovers two young girls being exploited just like she once was. Enraged, Angel tries to fight back, but Duke threatens to kill her if she speaks out. He then drags her onto a stage, parading her in front of others. But Angel bravely reveals the truth, exposing Duke's dark secret of trafficking young girls. Although Duke denies the accusations, the crowd begins to suspect him. In a fit of rage, he pulls her into a room to kill her, but someone steps in just in time to save her life. Angel escapes with the young girls, and when the crowd sees the truth for themselves, they turn on Duke and beat him to death. From that day on, Angel dedicates her life to rescuing other girls forced into the same hell she once endured. She opens a school to educate and protect them, offering a new beginning to those who had none. 3 years pass. One day, Michael's brother spots Angel and follows her. He tells her that Michael still loves her and never married the other woman. In fact, he sees her as a sister. Angel breaks down and admits that she left because she believed Michael deserved someone who could give him a family. She asks, is he happy with her? Michael's brother gently tells her the truth. Michael has always loved only her. He urges Angel to stop running and return. When she finally sees Michael again, she pours her heart out to him, revealing her real name, Sarah. Michael is overjoyed, and the two embrace after all the pain and separation. Years go by. Angel fully lets go of her painful past, finally free. One day, she receives the miraculous news that she's pregnant. Michael is overwhelmed with joy. The woman who once thought she could never be a mother was now about to bring new life into the world. Michael and Angel, once broken souls, now live a truly happy life together. So friends, what do you think? If Angel had never met Duke, would her life have been any better? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And if this story touched your heart, make sure to like the video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to press the bell icon so you never miss our upcoming movie explanations. See you soon in the next video. Till then, take care and goodbye.